Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our vulnerability session. Today's topic is phrasal verbs. This topic is important. No doubt, this topic is important. But this topic becomes very difficult, when we have no idea about phrasal verbs. So, the questions that we have in the examination and campus recruitment test on phrasal verbs are: one is that these questions may be in vocabulary, where a phrase is given, a phrasal verb is given, and we have to find out the meaning of the sentence of the given phrasal verb. Second, maybe from reading comprehension, a phrase is given, and we have to find out the meaning of that phrasal verb from the paragraph. Third is in closed text as well. A part of phrasal verb is given, and we have to find out the remaining part or to write the remaining part. Correct. In fact, in sentence improvement as well, wrong meaning of phrasal verb is mentioned in the sentence, and we have to find out the correct verb. So this phrasal verb plays very important role in different categories. Correct. So let's understand what is a phrasal verb, and I'll be sharing some examples. In fact, I'll be sharing a very beautiful strategy by which you can learn more into phrasal verbs. Okay. So what is a phrasal verb? No doubt, as mentioned here in the topics verbs, it is a kind of a verb. And what kind of a verb is, because when we talk about verbs, we have learned only transitive and intransitive verbs. So what kind of this phrasal verb is? Phrasal verb is when we have a fixed combination. A phrasal verb is a fixed combination of verb and preposition. Verb plus preposition is a fixed combination, and we cannot read either verb or preposition separately. If we read verb plus a preposition separately, we will have a different meaning. Correct? But phrasal verb has a fixed meaning. So it's kind of formula that we used in mathematics, right? So the example of phrasal verb is like give up. So this is a verb to give something. Giving means to give something. Up is undoubtedly there's a preposition as the upper side, right? So if I read the meaning of these two different words, if I read preposition separately and verb separately, the meaning of this word becomes as to giving something at the upper side. While this is not the meaning of this give a phrasal verb. That's why it becomes very important to learn, the phrasal verbs. The meaning of give up is, I'm sure you know the meaning, because since our childhood we have learned one example. He gave up smoking. He gave up bad things. So to leave something is give. Correct. So this is like phrasal verb. Now, as I told you that phrasal verbs, so in the closed text, in the blanks exercises, verb is given and you have to find out the correct preposition to make the correct phrasal verb, or in the sentence correction exercises, maybe the wrong preposition is used with the wrong verb, with the verb to make incorrect phrasal verb, so that you can find out the correct phrasal verb from the given options. Next is about in fact in the writing skills as well. When we write incorrect phrasal verbs, incorrect phrases, we get less score in assignments. So how to read, how to study, how to prepare for phrasal verbs. Let's take just one verb. Let's take just one verb and try to make phrasal verbs with that verb. So verb is I'm taking the most common verb and the phrasal verbs with that most common verb. Look. Here are the meaning of look. Just to see. Look. Right. We can make the list of approximately 25-30 phrasal verbs with the look on. Example. Just add prepositions with look. Look at. Look up. Look around. Look into, or look in, look away, look forward, back, look on, and so on. This way, like I have written just a few prepositions. This way, you can try to add all the prepositions. Either it will be a phrasal verb, or it will work as phrasal verb. Like I am writing look with. So, have you heard about this phrasal verb? If yes, this is a phrasal verb. Not so. The verb look would work as verb and preposition with as preposition. But if we write it this way only, we will have our own phrasal verbs. Trust me, once you write, all the phrasal verbs will look, and you are writing the names, you are writing examples, you will be done with approximately 30 phrasal verbs. Look. So look at means. Look at the example that I discussed in the last session. So it is to concentrate. Correct? So the example, the sentence is look at the sentence. Look at the scenario, which is happening about Corona today, or look at the political scenario which happened 3 days ago. So this is like look at is to concentrate. Look up. Everybody knows look up. I am sure you know the meaning of look up. Look up is to search something. I am trying to look up the meaning of, or I am trying to look up the data from that particular file, particular course file, or particular Excel sheet. So this is look up. Look around to inspect an area. Look around the campus, whether you find this place better or not, or look around, the place where you want to buy a house. Look into, yes, look into. You have seen people using this word very frequently. Look into, kindly look into this word. So look into is nothing. It's to inspect, to investigate, in fact, to monitor. So when I say kindly look into this matter, I request somebody else to concentrate, to come and to investigate, or to introspect about the situation which I want is intervention. Look away. So look away is to leave the position, to leave the particular situation. Look forward. Look forward is to plan something, to think, to plan something for future. And look back is to think about something that happened in past. Look on. So it's like to move on. This way, I have given you just like the phrasal verbs with look. We may have phrasal verbs with get. So you can make a list of phrasal verbs with get. You can make the list of phrasal verbs with put. So with this, with get, we have get up, we have get on, we have get in, we have get into, and with get around, with get on, correct? So in this way, we can make phrasal verbs with get, with put as well, put up, put in, put down, right? Or we have put back, right? So we can add those prepositions with these verbs. So the most commonly verbs where we have a good list of phrasal verbs, around 25, 30 phrasal verbs are: one is look, second is get, third is put, fourth is come. Look, get, put, come, and we may have other phrasal verbs with I think we can make first the list of phrasal verbs with these four, and after that we can try to understand the most commonly used phrasal verbs in the examination. So I'll be sharing a worksheet where we have partially mentioned phrasal verb. Maybe the verb is mentioned, maybe the preposition is mentioned, and you have to connect both the words properly in those worksheets to find out, to make a meaningful sentence or a correct sentence with the correct uses of phrasal verbs. Correct. So this way we can create our phrasal verbs, we can understand those phrasal verbs. I would like to wind up the session now, and in case you have any confusion, you have any doubt in understanding phrasal verbs, or once this exercise is over, in fact, you can write me the list of these phrasal verbs on my personal video with the phrasal verb meaning, with the explanation, and with the example. Right? So thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, we'll have a quiz in the evening on phrasal verbs.